Good morning, one and all. I welcome all of you to the lecture Decision Support System and Business Intelligence. Today we will start new chapter Business Performance Management. This presentation we have taken from Decision Support System and Business Intelligence System, ninth edition Prentice Hall. Learning objectives of business performance management. Understand the all-encompassing nature of performance management means business performance management. Understand the closed loop processing linking strategy to executions like strategies where do we want to go for business plan, how do we get there, where we have to plan, monitor how are we doing, how we monitor our business, how we monitor our organization, act, adjust, what do we need to do differently, which rules we act or how we adjust our business to increase the performance, to increase the profit, to increase the quality of a product. These strategies we have to execute, we have to understand these closed loop processing linking strategy and describe some of the best practicing in planning and management reporting. Describe difference between the performance management and measurement. Understand the role of methodologies in business performance management. Describe the basic element of the balance scored and the Six Sigma methodologies, like describe the difference between the scorecard and the dashboards. Understand the some of the basic concept dashboards and the dashboard design. Also, we will open the Vignity double down at the harass. This is a company background and problem described there in the company, and there is the proposed solution to this double down at the harass company, and the result and answer and discuss the case questions. All we will see one by one from the company background. Now you look at the business performance management overview. The business performance management is a real-time system that alert manager to potential opportunities, implementing problems and threats, and empowers them to react through model and collaboration. This is the business performance management. This is the real-time system that alert the managers to potentially opportunity. We will provide support through the computer, through the decision support system to the manager, so that manager can implement the opportunities, management can solve the problem, he get the potential to do the business properly, to increase the performance of the business and impeding the problems and threats, and then empower them to all react through the models and the collaboration with the persons, with the business, with the computers. Also called as corporate performance management, CPM. This is also called as corporate performance management by the Gartner's group said. The enterprise performance management by Oracle, a strategic enterprise management by SAP. Also, there are some overviews of the business performance management refers to the business processes, methodologies, strategies, metrics, and technologies used by the enterprise to measure, monitor, and manage business performance. Business performance management encompasses three key components. First one, set the integrated closed loop management and the analytic process support by the technology. To encompasses the business management performance, we required integrated closed loop management and analytic processes and supported technology. All these should be supported by the technology, or should be there should be the computer software network hardware devices to encompasses the business performance management. Tools for business to define strategy goals and then measures the managed performance. Again they require some tools to make the analysis to measure the performance, to take the data from various sources, useful data from various sources. There we have to use some tools, some techniques, some softwares, so that this software will give us a data and we get a appropriate accurate data. With the help of that data we will increase our business performance. Or suppose we have a huge data, from that we have to take the decision which is the data is essential for us or not. To make their analysis we require there some tools and techniques and methods and tools for monitoring the key performance indicators, KPIs, and linked to organizational strategies. A business performance management is an outgrowth of business intelligence and incorporates many of its technology application and techniques. Some companies market and sell them. Business intelligence has evolved so that many of the organizational differences between the two no longer exist. That is, business intelligence used to focus on departmental rather than enterprise wide projects. Business intelligence is a crucial element of the business performance management. We require business intelligence to make the business performance, to manage the performance of the business. Business performance management equal to business intelligence plus planning, unidentified solution. Planning means unidentified solution. We have to identify the solution. To identify the solution we have to do some planning, some management, so that planning can help to utilize the resources within the time. All sources should be utilized, all manpower should be utilized of the organization. Therefore they required some planning, and planning plus business intelligence is equal to business performance management. Now look at a closed loop process to optimize the business performance. This is the diagram of a closed loop business optimization performance. Process step: first strategies, planning, then monitor, analyze, and act, adjust, and each with its own processing steps. First step is the strategies. Strategies and in strategies, milestone, values, goal, objectives, incentives, strategy maps, all we have to decide, all we have to make in this strategy, mission of our organization, why we have to buy this software, why we have to start this business, why we have to select this location, why we are developing this product. Then values, how much essential this product in this area which we have selected. Then goal, how much production we will do within the next some days, next some month, next some year. The goal we have to decide to whom this product will be reached. The goal we have to decide. Objectives, incentives, objectives of our product, how our product will be increased, how the quality of our product and who will use of our product. All the objectives we have to decide in the strategies of the business planning and make the strategies map. Then plan the budget, how much budget we require to fulfill our missions, to evaluate our product, to achieve our goals, to achieve our objectives. There in plan we have to decide first the budgets, then plans, plan accordingly. Budget in 1 month we will develop our area of the development, product, machinery, software and all. In next month we will develop the marketing areas, we will reach, we will add our products. In next month we will increase the quality of product or increase the productivity of the business. Like this we have to make the plan. We will increase the manpower, we will increase the potential of the manpower, we will train the manpower. All this we have to plan in the second strategy of the in this business closed loop process. Forecast forecast advertise our products, reach to the persons, reach to the vendors, reach to the good people, reach to the experienced managers. To increase the business we have to broadcast, use the models, use softwares to increase the speed of the communications, to make the analysis, to give the basic decision support to the manager. There we need to use their models. Incentives, give the incentives to the employee so that employee can work hard, employee can give collect the faith of the employee by providing the incentives. And targets, we have to decide the targets in each and every businesses. Then to achieve that target we required all these: budget, plan, forecast, model, incentives and all the missions, values, goal and like that. And after this, next one is the monitor, analyze. In monitor, analyze, there we need the performance dashboards. On the performance dashboard, there we can see, we can visualize how the goods are changes, how the quality of the goods are changes, how the demand of productivity increase, how the demand of the companies increase. All this we can see in the monitor performance dashboard. And report we can generate by day wise, report we can generate hours wise, report we can generate month wise. We have to generate the report annually, we have to generate the reports from the system, from the performance dashboard. So this will be very transparent work. And analytical tools we have to use there to make the analysis. Yes, this is good things to increase our product. You can see like this dashboard in the Google. Just look at. Now see, this is the dashboard. On this dashboard we can see the uh, we can see here the performance by day, how the price of this share is increased. If we see the graph of 5 days there in this dashboard, the price of this share is decreased. If we see the month report, in December it was at near about 274 INR, and at the January 13 it was increased near about 307.25 INR, and now it is decreased. This is the performance dashboard, how it is showing performance. This SBI State Bank NSE, how this perform, how its performance we are looking here, as well as there are some other performance. There some analytical tools are used behind these softwares. You can see here is also the performance is given. You can see similar type of a graphs we have to visualize in the performance management. Urusa and analytical tools. After that, there act and adjust, interrupt, collaborate, assess, decide, act, adjust, track. There is the interruptions of government, interruptions of environment, interruptions of other companies, interruptions of peoples. For that we required some act, we have to do the act, and accordingly we have to plan for the business purpose and make the collaboration with act. Suppose we need some raw materials from another vendor, from another company. In that case we have to make some rules, some act, and sign the memorandum in between that, so the we can get trust from their company, from the vendors, and they can also get trust from us, so their communication can be adjusted. And track, also we have to track. If we have given memorandum about some particular product or order of the product, we have to track that order, we have to track accordingly to the product, according to we made the order of the product. This is the closed loop performance. To optimize the business performance, we have to follow these all four closed loop points: strategies, plan, monitor, analyze, act, adjust, each with its own processing step. It has all its own processing steps. These all are integrated data metrics. All these are integrated data metrics. Now strategies. Where do we want to go? The strategic planning is required for common tasks. For the strategic planning processes are shown below. You look at this: conduct a current situation analysis. We have to conduct a current situation analysis. We have to make the current situation analysis before starting the business. How, where do we want to go for business purpose? Also determines the planning horizons. Conduct an environment scan. Identify critical success factors. Complete a gap analysis. Create a strategic vision. Develop a business strategy. Identify strategic objectives and goals. All these are the uh, common tasks for the strategic planning of the business processes. Strategic objectives. Why strategic objectives required? A board statement or general course of action prescribing directs for an organization. Why this strategic objectives require? Board statement Board statements means the core body's statement or general course of action prescribing the target directions of an organization. According to the objectives, we get the directions to move further to increase the business dimensions. Strategic goal: A. Quantified objective with designated time period. Strategic goal we have to decide. For one day, we have to decide target. For second day, for month, for 6 month, and for year. We have to make a quantified objective with a designated time period goals. Strategic vision: a picture or mental image of what the organization should look like in the future. We need a vision how our business will be after 6 months, after 1 year, after 2 year, after 5 year, after 10 year. We need a strategic vision, a picture, a mental image of the what organization should look like in a future. In after 50 years, our business will be look like. Critical success factors, a key factors that delineate the things that an organization must excel at to be successful. We need some success factor so that our business will excel and reach to the success business, success organization. The things we need to delineate the business. Strategies: where do we want to go? 90% of the organizations fail to execute their strategies. We make more very good strategies, but we not able to make the success. We not able to execute all the strategies into the business, so that the 90% of the organizations failed. The strategies gap: four sources for the gap between the strategy and executions. This should not be get into the business. These are the gaps in the strategies executions. Communication: enterprise wide communication must be there. If there is communication gap with another organization or the customer or the peoples by our organization, then there will be gap and we will move towards the failure of our organizations. And alignment of rewards and incentives. We have to give the awards, we have to give the rewards to the employee, to the managers, to the our collaborative partners, to our vendors, so that we will not create any gap and they get some inspirations to work with us trustly. So alignment, rewards and incentive: give the incentives to them. If they work very hard for our business purpose, we have to give award to them, so that they will work next time very, and they get emotional touch from our company. Yes, this is our company and we have to work for our company like this. Therefore we have to alignment of the rewards and the incentives. Focus: the third point is the focus. Concentrate on the core elements. We have to create the focus of all employee on our product. We have also focus on that product. Our manager should be focused on that. This is also very much important. If there is no focus on the product, no focus on our company will be fail, company will be suffer by the failure or loss. Resources: we need the resources. There should not be gap of the resources. If you suppose in this era the computer businesses are going on in company, their robotics drone technologies are working. In that case, we have to also adopt the technology, we have to also use that resources for our business purpose, as well as some of the instrument we have in our company, we buy it, we procure, and that resources also been utilized by the employee, by the managers, to avoid the failures. These are the strategies and the strategic gap sources. Plan. How do we get there? Operational planning means how we will start this work, how the operations will be start in this business. The operational planning must be there, the plan that translate an organization's strategies, objectives and goal into a set of well defined tactics and incentives, sources, requirements and accepted result for some future time period, usually a year. We have to plan, translate, and organize the strategies, objectives, goal into the set of well-defined tactics, incentives. If you do this, we will provide this much incentive to this employee, this manager. We have to decide if the manager not on the leave in whole year, if he will not take any leave for a year, we will give this much incentive to this manager. If the manager complete this target within a 1 month, within a 2 month, this much incentive will be there, this is the reward for suppose to that employee. Like this we have to make the operational planning. Resources requirement also is there, and accept result for some future time period. Operational planning can be tactic centric, operationally focus. Suppose target is there, the 90 unit must be complete within a day. So to complete that 90 unit, all companies focus should be on that platform, on that product. Budget centric planning, financial focus, we have to also make some financial operation. After selling these 50 units, we get the money, and that again we will be able to invest. So during the development, we have to also plan the budget, how much required, financial support to uh, financial support to the development of the business, development of the product, how much we have to invest. That is also important to planning. Financial planning and budgeting, an organization's strategies, objectives and key metrics should serve as top-down driver for the allocation of an organization's tangible and intangible assets. Organizational strategies, objective and key metrics should serve top-down drivers for allocating organization tangible, sudden change and non-sudden change. Suppose we have the product and our product is increasing. For this purpose also we have to do the objectives, we have to make some planning, financial planning, as well as suppose our business is not doing well. For this purpose also we have to plan financial budget for month, for year, for day. Separate budget should be there, separate financial planning should be there. The resource allocation should be carefully aligned with the organization strategies, objectives and tactic in order to achieve the strategic success. Sources allocation should be carefully aligned with organization strategic objectives. Yes, we have suppose some sources, we have suppose some machines, all these should be used for our business, but with the planning, how much electricity should be required there to develop that product, and how much we have, all there must be planning. How much finance we have, that much product we have to develop. not greater than that. How much manpower we have, how much affordable uh, to this area, how much demand in this area, that much product we have to develop with this planning. Their planning is most important. How are we doing? Monitor. Now, all this I said to you, how our business will be performed: resources, manpower, finance, budget, objectives, incentives, rewards, all these. Now, to monitor all this setup, we a comprehensive framework for monitor performance should be addressed to key issues. What to monitor? First key issues is what to monitor, and second one is how to monitor. What to monitor? Critical success factor. What means, we have to monitor to the manager, to the employee, to the machine, to the plant, to the area, to the market. What to monitor? Critical success factor. These are the critical success factor. And strategic goal and targets. We have to monitor the targets we should reach to particular target, how people are working there. We have to monitor, as well as how to monitor. Now we know what to monitor, but how to monitor these sources, we should know that. Monitor, how are we doing? You look at this diagram, the diagnostic control system. This is the diagnostic system control, a cybernetic system that has input, a process for transforming the input into outputs, a standard or benchmark against which to compare the output and feedback channels to allow information on various between the output and the standard to be communicate and act upon. This is the diagnostic control system. There is the input. Cybernetic system has input and business strategies, then critical performance variable, goals we have to decide and take the input as a cybernetic system, then process it and find the goal we are performing or not, and accordingly we should get the output as our goal. If we have goal to generate a 50 unit of some product in a day, per day, then this is our goal, and we process it and we have to reach up to this goal. Reach up to this goal as a output. We should be able to develop the 50 unit of the product. How are we doing? Pitfalls of variance analysis. There is the model to monitor pitfalls of variance analysis. One of the model for how we are doing to monitor this. The vast majority of the executions analysis focuses on the negative variances when the functional group or the department fails to meet their target. Pitfalls variance analysis. The vast majority of the exceptional analysis focuses on negative variances when functional or departmental failure to meet their target. Then we will use their variance analysis. How much variance is there in the uh, objectives and objective or target and output? How much difference is there, how much variance is there, we can monitor with the pitfall model. And rarely are positive variance view for potentially opportunities, and rarely done the analysis focus on assumption underlying the variance patterns. Now you see, suppose we have decided the 50 units and we just reach up to 45, next day 40, next day 35. These are the negative variance. And if we have targeted 50 and we achieve 51, then this is the positive variance, and that can be viewed for potential opportunities. And rarely done the analysis focus on assumptions underlying the variance patterns. Now you see the what if strategy assumptions, not the operational, are wrong. This is the positive A to B target, and this is the negative C target. We have decided target, and now we monitoring is that going properly or not. This we have to track. Now act and adjust. This is another closed loop processes for the business performance model. What do we need to do differently? Success or mere survival depends on a new project, creating new products, entering new markets, acquiring new customers or businesses, or streamlining some processes. This is for all these we require some act for success, for new product, for entering into the new market, for acquiring new customer we require some act, we require some rules, we require to adjust some. Okay, for streamlining some process, suppose we want to develop 10 product. For this 10 product we require some budget, we require some finance, we require some rules. How, who will develop this product, which manager will be go to there, and who will sell there, and who how customer will we will keep the price of this product, and customer will affordable this price. All that should be written into the act and adjust accordingly. Most new projects and ventures fail because the Hollywood movies 60% chance of failure. You know, there is the different possible various difficulties to achieve the success. Many businesses there is the chance of the failure in most of the businesses because of the act is not proper. We have to do the memorandum in between a small vendor and our company, our raw material provider and our dealers to whom we product our company's product to sell. With them we have to close tie, we have to make act and accordingly adjust. Okay, the most new project and the ventures fail like Hollywood movies fail, 60% chances of the failure. Merger and acquisitions, the business acquisition business, 60% failure is there. IT project, large scale IT project, 70% failure is there. When we develop the softwares, when we start the business of the IT product software company, there's 70% chances of the failure. Why this failure? Because of the act, because of the adjustment. As well as new food product, there is 80% chance of the business failure in the 80%. As well as the new pharmaceutical products, 90% failure in the new pharmaceutical product, people not buy this product. So that we have to make some act and go through the planning. Act and adjust. What do we need to do differently? Harsh closed loop market model. This is harsh closed loop market model. First one, define campaign objective, test outcome. This we have to decide first. Then execute marketing and campaign. We have to make the campaign of our product, we have to market our product, we have to advertise, we have to create the banner, poster, digital marketing, mouth marketing, as well as some discount, like that. Who said? Her. Haras said this. And track the link transactions. We have campaign, we have decided objective, this is happening through that or not, we have to track that link transaction. Then evaluate the campaign effectiveness. We advertise in the, suppose, 10 channel, 10 TV channels, then how much benefit we got, we have to evaluate that and learn refine campaign approaches. If there is no benefit, then change this TV advertise and go through the social media. If in the social media we got very good performance, very good profit in the business, then select that. Otherwise, again change that and go through another media of the campaign and media of the marketing. So that learn refine. These five methods, these five steps are there in the closed loop marketing model of the Haraj. You have to keep in mind. Act and adjust. What do we need to do differently? The Hackett's Group benchmarking result indicates that world-class companies are significantly more efficient than their peers at the managing costs. Focus on operational excellence and experiences. Act and adjust, we will see in next lecture. If you have any doubt on this model, Haraj closed loop model marketing, or closed loop business processing performance. If you have any doubt regarding these two models, please ask me questions. Otherwise, we will stop here and meet in next lecture. Do you have any questions? Do you have any question? Yes, do you have any question? आणि याच्यात तुम्ही कॅटेगराईज करून व्यवस्थित शॉर्टकट टेबल तुमच्याकडे तयार करा. बस मोबाईल मध्ये तेच तयार करून स्क्रीनशॉट घ्या व्यवस्थित, आणि मग ते रोज जरी पाहिलं तुम्ही तरी ते तुमच्या लक्षात येऊ शकतं. या अशा पद्धतीने आपला सॉल्व्ह होतो शॉर्टकट. ओके, थँक यू. हॅव अ नाईस डे. बाय. सांगता आलं पाहिजे फास्ट, प्रत्येक वेळेस सांगायची वेळ नाही पडली. You can join another lecture. No, next is you can leave this lecture. Thank you. Definitions.